and hello beautiful people, and welcome back to a new video. Have you ever asked yourself, what is your greatest fear? If someone comes along and says, what is your greatest fear? What would you say? Maybe a fear of height, maybe a fear of animals, maybe the fear of death. But what is the greatest fear for all the human beings? So to find out what is your greatest fear, you also have to take in consideration the entire human race, because we all share the same brain, and this brain functions at the same way. For some of us it is a little bit more intelligent, or it can store memory faster and recall it, but mostly it is the same principle that it is working on. So when you observe the entire human being, the entire human race, you will see that we all have this brain, as said, and we are storing this memory. So when we store this memory becomes guidance through our life, because it is security. You know that there is a danger there and that there is no danger there. So when you have the knowledge, when you have this stored memory, then you have security. This security is not the real security, it is imagined security, because the security doesn't lie in the fact of itself, but in the image. Let's say, for example, you are certain that your wife or man wouldn't cheat you. Your confidence doesn't lie on the person itself, but rather an image that you have built upon that person, and that person can change in any moment. So what is the greatest fear? The greatest fear, if you observe deeply, is losing all of this knowledge. So leaving everything aside that we know is the greatest fear. Not a fear of animal, not a fear of heights, but losing everything that we know. That is why it is so hard for most of the people to change their country, to visit other places, to go about, do something new, something interesting. And because of that, because we stay in the known, we close ourselves. We close ourselves to this small known unit, and we do not go outside, not explore, and we are living in repetition. So the more and more you do the same thing, the more you are trapped in the pattern of that what you are doing. And life is not a pattern. Life is something completely different. You are life. Life itself is alive, constantly new. So by seeing this, we have to come to a death, because that is very important to realize. What is it really? What it means to die? The most people think about the body is dead, the soul is leaving, but that is superficial and imaginate. But we have to know in the psyche what is happening in a moment when a person dies. So if you observe completely inside of your own, let's say, for imagine you will die in this moment, what will happen? Everything that you ever known will be gone. We will not talk about that, what happens after that, because it is not important. The important thing is what is happening right now. Because if you die, what happens? Everything that you known is disappeared. So every relationship, everything that you ever know, you have to leave right here, right now, because that doesn't wait. Is it possible to live with that every day? Every day, so that you die psychologically to everything that has happened before and live fresh for something new. Because when you end something, there always has to be a new beginning. So the beginning of something new and beautiful cannot happen if the old things don't die. That is why it is very important that we psychologically live in a present moment, that we do not hold back for everything that has happened, either bad or good. We have to observe it completely, not that you forget of wanting that which was before or fearing of that which was before, because every situation is new by itself. For example, if you take a person that you've known before 5 years and you haven't seen it, and suddenly you run into a person, you have an image about this person, you think you know this person, but the truth is this is entirely different person, because the whole new experience have happened and this person is completely changed. And only security that we have about this person is our image. So when you lose this image, you are free to look the person as it is right now, because the all subtle little nuances in the person are only observable when you give total attention and observe what is right here, right now. So let us not waste this by just talking about it. Please try this for yourself. Give attention to your wife, to your children, to your man, to your family, to your friends. Give total attention. Do not think anything about them. I know them. But rather try to observe them as you see them first time in your life. When you do this, something completely different will happen. Most of us remember our first love, when you see the person you love, when you fall in love. You can do it every day if you are watching it completely right here, right now, without the memory of before. So don't give attention to memory, rather give attention to what is now. And this will transform your life completely. Not just in relationship with other human beings, but to everything, to nature, to how your brain works. Your brain cells will completely change. So please do this. Try this for yourself and see if it works. Thank you for inquiring with me, and until next video, infinite love.